I'm live, y'all. What's going on? Let me pause this video so we're not getting feedback. I am live. I'm live. It's Rashida Strober. I am the world's first and only dark skin activist. That's right. And what that means, y'all, is I'm the first activist in the world to create a movement, a platform to fight to end what some people call colorism, what I call darkism. I'm the world's first and only dark skin activist. I'm the reason anybody on YouTube talking about colorism and dark skin. I'm the reason anybody on social media, anybody on reality TV, I'm the reason why all y'all talking about colorism and dark skin. I started it first. I did it first. And I got to tell the truth. I got to give myself credit because a lot of people done robbed me and copied me, but you not the dark skin activist, and I'm here and I ain't gonna never stop. As long as I got breath in my body, I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna keep on calling out darkism. I'm gonna keep on educating people on what it is with darkism. I need y'all to make sure y'all like and share this video because I got a lot of stuff on my heart to say about this topic. I've been wanting to talk about this. Sometimes I just don't be having time, but I got a little bit of time today to come on here and share with y'all. I also want to make sure I encourage y'all to make sure y'all go ahead and donate. Go to my Cash App. I need y'all financial support. My Cash App is $Rashidalala. Once again, that's $Rashidalala. Once again, that is $Rashidalala. It's right there on the screen. You can also go to my Cash App and you can make a donation. My Cash App, my PayPal. My bad. My PayPal is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Once again, that's icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. I'm going to encourage everybody to go and make sure y'all make a donation and support the world's first and only dark skin activist. I started dark skin activist, from my heart and my soul because I grew up being told I was black and ugly, watching family members in society treat the light-skinned, good-haired people in my family. They treated them better. And I wanted to know why. The burning question was why? And that's the root of how the first platform in history, not nobody on YouTube that's fronting and copying me, but dark skin activism is the first platform in history. That's how I got started. My burning desire to want to understand, where did all this come from? Why are people giving people gifts and telling them they pretty and treating them better because they got light skin and they got that so-called good hair? I wanted to understand why. And that's the root of dark skin activism, which is the first platform in history, way before there was YouTube, way before there was social media, way before there was reality TV stars copying me, way before there was famous people copying me. It was the dark skin activist Rashida Strober. Dark skin activist is a name that I created. I want everybody to understand that I created it from my own experience. It is trademark. Dark skin activist is trademark. I started dark skin activism in the year 1998. I was an undergraduate student going to St. Petersburg College. And, like I said, I always wanted to understand why. I always wanted to understand why. You understand what I'm saying? What was the driving reason why? And that's what's behind dark skin activism. I started writing the books, the plays. I need to share with y'all my screen. I wrote a book called A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. And if you Cash App me in any amount, I will send you an electronic copy of my book, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, right? But you have to make sure that you guys got to make sure that you go ahead and send me your email in order for me, because I can't send you the electronic copy. This is it right here if you don't send me your email, okay? So my Cash App once again is $Rashidalala, $Rashidalala. Shout out to you, Tone202. Make sure y'all go subscribe to this channel. My degree is in I have a bachelor's degree in history and a master's degree in political science from the University of South Florida. Okay, that's what it is. A bachelor's degree in history and a master's degree in political science from the University of South Florida. I worked my ass off. I came from poverty. I was dark skinned, ain't have nothing. My mama was a high school dropout. My daddy, he ain't have no high school diploma. I came from the bottom, and when you dark skinned and when you come from the bottom, your ass gonna have to fucking fight. Trust me, trust and believe. You ain't gonna get nothing easy. And any dark skinned person listening to this, you know what time it is. You know I'm not on here telling no lie. You know I'm keeping it 100. Okay, I created dark skin activism from my heart and my soul and my personal experience. What is dark skin activism? It consists of me writing books, plays, doing darkism commentaries only about dark skin. In fact, I created the entire lane. Anybody talking about this, talking about dark skin and colorism, they copying my blueprint. I'm the originator. I've been doing this way before there was YouTube, way before there was social media. All of them copying me. I'm the originator. Only other person I get credit to is Cola Booth. Cola Booth. Y'all know I be screaming Cola Booth. Y'all know that already. Thank you, Tone 202. Thank you. Make sure y'all go ahead and like this video and share this video. You know, I'm very passionate about this. And when school time come around, let me tell y'all something. I start to get depressed. Okay. Even though my dark-skinned daughter does not go through the same thing that me and my brothers went through. Okay. We do not go through the same things, that they had to go through. Going to the Catholic organizations, shout out to them because that's what my mama went to, getting vouchers to buy stuff from, to go to Kmart, all that. We had to go through all that. And I'm finna tell y'all something right now. And y'all can sit up here and be in denial about it, or you can listen to what I'm saying. Because I know what I'm talking about. Because I've been through it and I got 5 brothers and I've seen them go through it. Y'all better listen to me very carefully. Listen to me very carefully. If you, as a dark-skinned Black person, if you do not dress up your dark-skinned child, if it's a girl, make sure her hair look nice. Make sure she dressed nice. If it's a boy, make sure he got a nice haircut. Make sure if it's a boy, he need to be wearing some nice shoes. I got 5 brothers I know. If you do not make sure to take care of your dark-skinned kids, your dark-skinned boys, and your dark-skinned girls, and make sure they look nice and neat, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to have a problem with darkism. And anybody that is in denial of that, you're not being honest with yourself. Hold on, y'all. Every time I get ready to go live, I swear to God, somebody, God, always be calling me. Bear with me, y'all. While I'm taking this little quick break, make sure y'all like and share this video and make sure y'all donate. Okay? If you do not make sure that little girl hair is combed, neat, nice, make sure she got on nice, clean clothes, make sure that little boy, that little dark-skinned boy, make sure his hair is cut, make sure he got on a nice outfit. And for boys in particular, and y'all know this is so sad with the Black community. But I got 5 brothers, y'all can't tell me. It was all about the shoes. It was all about the shoes. You always had to have a nice pair of shoes. Now, let me tell you something. This is true in general of the Black community. We always focused on shoes. Black folks will go in on you if you send a child to school, especially a boy, and he ain't got on it's many names for it. A good pair of shoes, a name brand pair of shoes, whatever you want to call it. Y'all know what I mean. Black people will go in on you. That has caused fights. I've seen it. You can't tell me. I got 5 brothers that I grew up with. I done seen them get in fights over having to wear Kmart shoes. Kmart shoes. Because my mama used to have to go and get a voucher. I'll never forget it. They done built a beautiful apartment complex in the spot where when we was little, my mama used to go get them. I think she used to go to the Catholic church and get it. She might have went to somewhere else, but I know she was always going to the Catholic church to get help, to get the vouchers, to get my brother them shoes, and she'll go over there and get them Kmart shoes, and that shit always caused fights. I'm trying not to cuss, but I am very emotional. Y'all must understand that I am traumatized because of darkism. Let me tell you something. You could sit here and try to go in on me in the comments all you want. I don't care. I'd be the first one to admit that I'm traumatized. I'm a traumatized woman because I was a traumatized child. I've grown into a traumatized adult. And one of the things that's therapeutic that helps me is to bring my Black nappy-headed ass on here and talk about it. And I'm going to keep talking about it until the cows come home. Like I said, I've been the dark-skinned activist. It ain't nothing for me to come to any city. I'll come to your city and book a venue and do a darkism talk and spend all day talking about it. I don't got to just be online. I've been a dark-skinned activist. This is what I do. So people coming on here talk about me, running your mouth about me, talking about, oh, why you coming to? I'm going to keep talking about it. This is my darkism therapy. Is you mad? I don't care. Kmart shoes was a cause for fights. Kmart's clothes, and these people did not care if the mama could not afford it. They don't care. Black people don't have no mercy on each other. They don't care if your mama was a high school dropout, your daddy was you don't know who your daddy is, you don't know you don't know none of that. They don't care. They don't got no sympathy for you. All they care about is your clothes, your shoes, and how your hair look. And if you send a dark-skinned child to school with their hair ain't done, the hair ain't moisturized, grease down, whatever you want to put on it, oil, grease, whatever. I don't care what the hell you put on it. Just make sure it's done. If you sending them to school and their clothes ain't clean, they smelling, they breath smell. We used to say butter on the teeth. Y'all know what time it is. If you sending the little girl to school, the hair ain't done, the hair ain't been combed out, got on dirty clothes, like I said, smelling, they're going to have an even bigger problem with darkism. And they ain't going to really have a problem too much with the non-Black kids. Now, they will run into a problem because if they decide to defend themselves against, these other Black children going in on them, then they're going to run into problems with the Black, sometimes, because now it's a lot of Black administration, but with the Black and the white administration. But they're not gonna have a lot of problems with the non-Black kids. It's gonna be the Black ones that's gonna make their life a living damn hell. And even sometimes I got to admit, even some of these teachers, I don't know if they're conscious of it or not, but they will treat a child in a more respectful way if the child is dressed nice. Y'all could be mad. Y'all could say it ain't fair. I don't think it's fair. I think we should be treating all children from regardless of their socioeconomic background with decency and respect. That's what the dark-skinned activist thinks. But that ain't the motherfucking reality. That ain't the reality. That ain't the reality. And we all know it. We all know it. And if your child has a name, I don't know, like Shaquan, Shaquita, you might be making it even worse on them if they're dark skinned, not dressed properly, and their hair isn't done. Now, y'all could be mad all day. I don't care. I don't care if you're mad. I don't care if you're upset, because I'm not here to make you feel good. That's not my goal. I'm here to tell you the truth. I'm here to tell you the raw truth on what it really is. And I believe that I was discriminated against because my name is Rashida. But what saved me, see, I grew up in an era where your parents told you, you better take your ass to school and respect your teachers. You better not go in that classroom talking back to the teachers. You better respect your teachers. So I grew up in that era. So I think what saved me, I had a lot of respect for my teachers. Black, white, purple, it didn't matter. They were my elders, and I gave them that respect because that's how I was raised. But the kids, if you thought you was finna come at me with the black and ugly and thought I wasn't gonna defend myself, you had me up. You had me up. Bitch had me up. Even when I was in elementary school, bitch had me up. I ain't gonna tell no lie because I wasn't gonna take it. You weren't my mama. You weren't taking care of me. Why do I need to give any loyalty to you if you couldn't respect me? And I'm just trying to let you black parents know, you better understand that if you have a dark-skinned child, you better get your shit together when they go to school. This is what some of y'all need to be told. All this spending money on yourself and getting your haircut and your fresh fit and your shoes and your nails done and your hair done, oh, you better take some of that money and you better make for damn sure that you're spending it on your dark-skinned child. You better make for damn sure that they clothes looking right. Like I said, they hair looking right. That they got deodorant. Yes, deodorant. You better go to the dollar store and make sure you stock up on deodorant. You better make sure you stock up on lotion. You better make sure you take them to the dentist. You better make sure they got some mouthwash and some good toothpaste and brush their teeth. You better make sure that before they walk out that door, that they look nice and neat. Or I'm going to blame it on your motherfucking ass. I'm talking to the parents now. I'm going to blame it on you. You are making it worse for that dark-skinned child. And some of y'all lazy. You don't like to get up in the morning and to give your child a once-over. Now, I will say, after a child grows up, you do got to give them that leeway to go in there and get themselves together, brush their teeth, wash their face, take their shower, do what they need to do. But you need to give them the once-over, okay? Because I will admit that I was one of those overbearing parents. I had to do everything because I was traumatized. I had to make for damn sure, okay, my son, when he was growing up, always had the fresh fit, nice clothes, nice haircut. If he honest with you, he'll tell you this. Went to private school, all that. I ain't play. Never caught. I thought he was too good for the big yellow school bus. And I was doing all of this because of my own trauma. And I said, I'm not going to let my son go through this. He going to have a nice haircut. I kept that haircut. I did not play. We're not going to walk around. Black people have wonderful, beautiful hair, but you need to make sure it looks nice. And if you got boys, your ass ain't got no damn excuse. Because all you got to do is go and get them a haircut. That's all you got to do. All you got to do is go get them a haircut, get them a couple of pair of pants, and switch up the shirts. I could show you how to do it. I told you I got 5 brothers. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Get them. You can get the same pair of pants, but get them different shirts. Make sure they got a lot of deodorant. Make sure they got a lot of stuff to keep their body clean. Because kids stink. Okay? It's your job. It ain't no excuse. Take your ass to the dollar store. Take your ass to the dollar store. Stock the fuck up. Okay? It ain't no excuse. And see, I had it a little easier because I had one child. And that's another thing. Stop going around here having all these kids you can't afford. Yep, I said it. I don't give a damn if you're mad because I know I'm going to offend some people. And I don't care. I don't care. Because some of y'all need to hear this. Because some of the reasons why these children is suffering, because you decided to go out and have fun. You knew you was broke and poor and your ass ain't got no fucking money. You knew you ain't had no education. But you decided to have fun. You bring all these kids in the world and they got to suffer because of yo no good ass. Well, you could turn that around and become some good. Like I said, the dollar store is a great resource for cheap deodorant, cheap toothpaste, cheap toothbrushes, cheap body sprays, everything you need to get your child hygiene together. Everything you need is right there. It ain't no damn excuse. You know, and I used to be a micromanager. I'm not going to lie with my son. I did. He'll tell you. He got tired of my shit. He did. But I damn sure for sure made sure he had nice clothes, nice shoes, haircut. Nobody couldn't go in on him because of how he looked. Sorry. Because he was fresh to death. Yep. I said it. You had to find something else. You had to find something else. Okay. And the same thing with my daughter. Do the same thing. Raheem is big now. He takes care of himself. He works. He's good. I don't take care of him. He takes care of himself. Got a hell of a work ethic. Do what he need to do. Maintain his own apartment. All that. Maintain his own job. Shout out to Raheem. Shout out to Raheem. But I put a lot of energy into him. And I wasn't the easiest parent because I don't play. I don't take shit. I'm from the old school. But one thing I understood and I knew, if I sent this child to school with his hair sticking up on his head and with dirty clothes on, and you know, if I sent him to school like that, it was gonna create problems for him. Now it's already you gonna have a problem now just because you look nice and da da da. That don't mean you ain't gonna have no problem. I'm just saying you don't want to make it worse. My daughter, I make sure her hair is done. I make sure she's dressed nice. And on top of all that, yes, I do make sure the education is there. I ain't play about the education. So I'm just trying to let y'all know. Yes, it do, Malefi. Okay. And I used to ride the yellow school bus too. That's why I was traumatized. Because I ain't have all the nice clothes and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And kids, black kids will traumatize you for that. Y'all know I ain't lying. They'll go in on you for stuff that you have no control over as a kid. They don't care. They don't care. Thank you, bases loaded. They don't care. They don't have no mercy. They don't have no sympathy. And that's the thing. We know this as black people. And I would argue that, hey, RBG, I would argue that we need to, a part of this campaign is to have more sympathy on each other. But I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't think that that's going to happen overnight. I think that black people have a real problem being empathetic towards each other. Instead of us sitting back there talking about somebody, why don't you reach out to help them? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you quietly, and you ain't even got to say nothing, why don't you go and take it upon yourself and buy a black male child a nice pair of shoes? You know where they want to look nice. Why don't you go and help them get some clothes? Why don't you go get their hair cut instead of sitting your ass back there talking negatively about them? But at the same time, the parents, you can't sit back and just be like my mom sit up there expecting everybody to help her with this, that, and the third. No, you need to get up off your butt. And even if you ain't got a lot of money, what your ass can do is you can make sure they look good, they smell good, and their hair done. That's cheap. That ain't hard to do. Don't send your and another thing too. This is another thing I noticed that I don't like. Some of y'all will start out with sending your kid to school on the first couple of days. Oh, they'll be looking nice, and you know what I'm saying? They'll look neat. But then as the school year progresses, you just go into a I don't care mode. You let it fall off. And I don't think you should be doing that. Every day, you should be giving your kid the once over. And when I say the once over, yes, Londa Carter, you said all parents should have their kids clean their hair done, but a lot of them won't do it. And I got to say, I'm speaking specifically to the parents of dark-skinned children, because the lighter skinned ones, and it ain't no shade to them, I love them all the same, but they're gonna have it just a little bit easier because their skin is lighter. Okay, I'm talking to the parents of dark-skinned kids. Y'all need to step up to the plate and make sure. Cause see, I talked about this little long-haired little motherfucker that I went to 5th grade with. He used to, you know, he was a son of a teacher. His mama was dark-skinned, they was dark-skinned, but he was middle class with his little long-haired ugly ass. He used to chase out the light-skinned girls and try to make the dark-skinned girls feel bad. I don't forget shit. And I do hold motherfucking grudges. Yes, I do. I don't care. I hold grudges. I don't care. But everybody is not fortunate. Every dark-skinned child is not fortunate to have a middle-class parent as a teacher and come from his dad. He had a dad in the home. And so he came to school fresh to death with the fade, with the fresh shoes on, with the fresh jeans, the fresh polo shirt. That's how he used to dress. Everybody, every dark-skinned child is not fortunate to have a parent like that. You know, his mama, everybody knew his mama. I want to say his name so bad, I ain't gonna say it. He had a very nice mom. She was dark-skinned, very pretty, dressed nice, all that. Every dark-skinned kid is not fortunate to have that. Some of y'all running around here, y'all got multiple baby daddies, and y'all done brought a ton of dark-skinned kids in the world, 5, 6, 7, 8 kids, like how my mama was, and your ass ain't got no money. It ain't the kids' fault. I'm blaming you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to your ass, and I'm talking to the ones that is broken, poor, and ain't got no money. Don't sit up here and be bringing all these dark-skinned kids in the world to make them suffer. Don't do that. Quit doing that. I'm very resentful to parents that sit here that you know your ass ain't got no money. You know you broken, poor. You know you ain't got no education. You sit your motherfucking ass up there and you bring all these kids in this world and you make them suffer. I don't like black parents like that. Y'all can be mad. I don't give a fuck. And I told y'all I was traumatized because I'm talking about the type of parent that I had. Didn't give a damn. Didn't care about being broken poor. If you broken poor and you ain't got no kids right now, and you dark skinned, don't do it. Wait till you get some money so you could be like the upper class, the middle class teacher, dark skinned teacher who had a husband who sent her little dark skinned little boy. He was fresh to death. Ain't nobody pick on him. In fact, he was the popular one. He sure was. All the girls liked him, and his ass was you weren't cute. To me, you weren't cute. The only reason why your ass got a pass is because you dressed nice and your mama was a teacher, but your ass wasn't cute. Okay, you weren't cute. You weren't cute. Exactly, RBG. Exactly, Malefe Dome. They shouldn't. And I want to make it loud and clear. I want people to understand, if your ass is a person that's dark skinned, and even if you light skinned, because a light skinned person can have a dark skinned child, if your ass is broke, if you ain't got the finances, please do yourself a favor and do not have any children. Because I guarantee you, because I've seen it with my own eyes, I've experienced it, you're gonna cause that dark-skinned child more trauma if they ain't got the right clothes, their hair ain't done, and you know it's not fair, it's not right. We all should treat each other equal, but that ain't the fucking reality. You're gonna cause them more trauma if you cannot afford to dress them nice and make sure they have done. That's just the bottom line. Sending your kid to school with their hair not cut, they got hair all running down their neck, their clothes is dirty. That's trifling to me. You're a trifling parent if you do that. I'm not talking about the child. And sending your kid to school with dirty uniforms, snotty noses, ears ain't clean, crust in their eyes, you're trifling. You're trifling. Emily Willis, you're coming on here with some BS, but you want some attention. You want some attention, so I'm gonna put your comment up there. Make sure y'all go to my Cash App before I address Emily Willis and her foolishness and her darkism, because I already see what's going on here. I already know what time it is. The Cash App, y'all, is $Rashida Lala. Once again, $Rashida Lala. I'm gonna keep putting it in there, and I'm asking everybody that's on this chat, everybody that's listening, to make sure you go to my Cash App and support the world's first and only dark skin activist. I deserve your financial support. All the work I done put in, all the books I done wrote, all the free things that I've given back to the community. Go make a donation. My Cash App is $Rashida Lala. $Rashida Lala. Once again, $Rashida Lala. My PayPal is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. I'm going to put that in there just in case you prefer to go to my Cash App. I'm sorry, my PayPal instead of my Cash App. My PayPal is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Please go and make a donation. I told y'all I'm in litigation and I have not even raised nearly as enough money as I need to pay for the legal expenses that I've incurred and I continue to incur. Only God knows. And everybody should be supporting me financially and donating me after all the work I put in. That really hurts me that people know that I have really put in the real work and they don't financially support. That stings me. And y'all know I'm transparent. Y'all know I'm honest. I'm not gonna come up on here lying. I'm gonna tell you straight up what it is. It hurts my feelings that people do not support me financially. And I know that if I was a light-skinned woman saying the same thing I say, y'all will be hitting my Cash App. Y'all will be hitting my PayPal. So make sure you go and let's change that and make a donation to either the PayPal or the Cash App. You can also go to my website and find my Cash App and my PayPal. My website is darkskinactivist.com, darkskinactivist.com. Once again, that's darkskinactivist.com. The PayPal is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. The Cash App again is $Rashida Lala, $Rashida Lala. Once again, $Rashida Lala. Please go make a donation. I'm never going to stop asking for donations. I'm never going to stop striving. I'm never going to stop because I know that I'm actually deserving. Now let's get to Emily Willis, because you coming on here with darkism, and you know, I know what you're doing, and that's nothing but an evil demon spirit that's in you. You letting the devil use you to come on here and to just start darkism, because you already understand the struggles that dark-skinned people face. You ain't no fool. That's why you on here. You said, won't it be easier having mixed kids instead? That way, it'll be easier to do their hair. That's very demonic of you to say, first of all. I have to say that, because that's not what this is about. I'm not making this live stream to sit here and encourage people to have mixed race kids because it's so-called easier. I don't know where you get that from. You're not getting that from me. I'm making this live stream to be honest, to say dark-skinned parents, or I'm sorry, parents of dark-skinned children, here's what you could do to make it easier on your dark-skinned child. How you get me giving tips and advice on making it easier on dark-skinned children to mitigate darkism, how you translate that to parents with dark skin, parents having mixed race kids is easier, to me is absolutely insane. It's insane and it's insensitive. No, Emily Willis, that's demonic, because you're devaluing dark skinned children and you're uplifting mixed race children in a position to place them over dark skinned children. And that's not even what this is about. That ain't even what this is about. You wrong for that. Let me tell you something. Mixed race children are no better than dark skinned children. Dark skinned children are no better than mixed race children. Dark skinned children's natural hair is absolutely beautiful to me. Let me make myself real clear. Real clear. Because I don't want it to be no misconception as to what I'm saying. My daughter got sister locks. I sat down and did her sister locks myself. And let me tell you something. When she go out in public, her nappy, beautiful hair gets compliments. Not that we're seeking it. People always. She done inspired dark-skinned Black teachers to get sister locks. What is you saying? What you mean? What you mean? What do you mean? Dark-skinned little girls that be having their hair in big, beautiful ponytails, like I used to wear my hair in big, beautiful ponytails. You can't tell me that ain't beautiful. Are you insane? Something must be wrong with you. What I'm saying to these parents of dark-skinned children with nappy hair is to make sure you do their hair. Don't just sit. Because if you send a mixed-race child to school with their hair not done, that's not going to look right either. But guess what? Because of this darkism society that thinks that light skin and good hair is better, they're not going to get beat down upon, even if their hair is not done. Because people are going to be like, ooh, their hair is good. So even if the hair ain't combed or brushed right, self-hating Black folks, self-hating people are still going to think that it's better. But that's the self-haters. I'm addressing the parents of dark-skinned children, telling you to do their beautiful nappy hair. If you got a boy, have you ever seen a little Black boy with his hair with a fresh cut? With a fresh, you can't tell me that don't look good. Is you insane? I got 5 brothers. I've seen it. I told you I raised my son. And he went to school looking fresh to death. Fresh to death. What did you saying? 4C hair, nappy hair is absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Got a lot of nerve coming on here saying this stuff. This person don't even make no sense. What Emily Willis is doing, you're doing exactly what happened to these children in the school system. The mixed race ones, the light skinned ones will get treated better than the dark skinned ones. You're perpetuating that. That's exactly what you're doing. And that's exactly what I'm against. Tired of it. And see, I done been around light skin. I got light skinned nephews and nieces. I treat all of them equal. If I buy one some ice cream, I'm gonna buy the other one some ice cream. If I buy one an outfit, I'm finna buy the other one an outfit. If I take one of them to the damn zoo, I'm taking them all to the zoo. I don't care if they light skin, brown skin, pitch black, high yellow. I don't give a damn if their hair is good, so-called good. That's what Black people say, good hair, or nappy. I don't care. I treat all of them equal. But you, Emily Willis, apparently you showing your true colors here because you think a mixed race child is better or easier to deal with. And you should be ashamed of yourself. You really should. Because I just don't understand where you're getting, this argument from. Because that's not what I'm even promoting. People just love to come on here and lie. People love to lie on me. People been lying on me for years. When they cannot, refute what I'm saying, they'll come on here and make up lies and shit. This is what people be doing to me. But it's not gonna stop me. I'm gonna keep talking. And you're right, Londa Carter. Londa Carter say, let me put what you said on the thing. Because I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. Just because a parent, anybody, I mean, if you was grown enough to go out there and get pregnant and get a woman pregnant, you ain't got no excuse at all. And I'm talking to the males and the females. It just because you a man and you got a girl child, you can learn how to do their hair. You better go on YouTube. You better go on YouTube and watch the hair tutorials. There is no excuse. It ain't no excuse. Hey, K Natural. There's no excuse. I don't care if they're young. Because I was young. I was, 20 years old when I had my son. But I had the common sense enough to go and get his hair cut. And made sure he had on his look nice. I got pictures. I could prove it. He will tell you. Anybody that know me will tell you my son was fresh to death. And I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud that I kept my dark-skinned son looking good. And to this day, when he go to work, he looks good. He dresses nice. He got that from me. He got that from me. He dressed nice. I love to see a dark-skinned person, a black person dress nice. I sure do. People be hating on us. They want us to look downtrodden. They want us to look beat up. They love it when your hair isn't done, when your hair ain't cut. When a woman, they love it because they got something else to talk about. Don't get these motherfuckers. And you do it for yourself. You ain't doing it for them. You ain't doing it for them. You doing it for your own self-respect. You smelling good and keeping your hygiene up for you. For you. I do it for me. I'm going to keep it 100. Like, I'm narcissistic on that. I love to smell good. I sure do. I love to smell good. I love to smell good. Okay. And I love to smell good for one person, Rashida Strober. Rashida Strober. I'm not smelling good for you. Now, if you like the way I smell, if you like the way, if I'm talking to you and my breath don't stink and it smells like mint, okay. If you come by me and you smell a little bit of that little African oil I put on me, then I'm happy about that. But I'm not doing it for you. I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it because I'm a narcissist. And dark-skinned people, when they come down to self-care, it's good to be a narcissist. Let them hate. Let them call you a narcissist. They'll be jealous because they don't think you're supposed to be taking care of yourself. They think that because you dark-skinned and your hair is so-called nappy, they think you're inferior. They think you're inferior. Yeah, they be so jealous, K Natural, when they see a dark-skinned person that's out there looking good and smelling good. I don't. I love it. If you a black dark-skinned man or a black dark-skinned woman and you keeping your kids, I love it. Black excellence, black royalty. I don't have a problem with it. I'm good. I love to see it. I love to see my son. He got dreadlocks. My son, he be going to get his hair twisted up, washed up, smelling good. I love it. I love sex. Okay. I don't have a problem with that. Because that lets you know that a dark-skinned person in their own beautiful dark-skinned, because one thing about dark skin, if you take care of your dark skin, a dark-skinned person that got pretty skin, nice teeth, you ain't fucking with that. I'm trying to dress nice. And you ain't even got to be out here wearing expensive clothes. I'm not telling you to go buy expensive clothes. Because you can buy cheap clothes and they look good. As long as it's nice and clean and you got good hygiene and your hair you're good. You're good. It's called self-respect. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. They try to do everything they can to make dark-skinned people feel bad. And shout out to the dark-skinned parents out there, to the light-skinned parents, the brown-skinned parents, the dark-skinned parents that got these little dark-skinned kids that be out here having their kids looking fresh to death. Shout out to all y'all, because I done seen some of y'all. I done seen some of how y'all keep y'all kids. And I want to send a special shout out to y'all, because I don't think y'all get credit enough. I'm talking to the light-skinned people can have dark-skinned children. Don't come up on here lying on me saying I never said that. I never said they couldn't. The light skin, brown skin, dark skin. If you got a dark skinned child and you out here making sure they look good and nice and neat and that they're good people, I want to send a special shout out to you. Yes. because the haters are mad. The haters are mad. The haters are upset. They don't like it. They want you to send your child to school so they could call your child BB head. I don't even call every name in the book. They want you to send your child to school so they can talk about how dirty they look or their shoes talking. They want you to do all of that. But you have control over it. You have control over it. And if you got a person in your family that you see as a very nice, neat person, clean person, you could take some lessons from that person. You could take some lessons from them. And can't not just say thanks. I always kept up with my kids' hair, clothes, and shoes. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I'm the same way. People can say whatever the hell they want to say about me. But one thing about it, I always have made sure my children look nice, neat, and presentable. Can't nobody ever say that I ever sent my kids to school looking a hot ass mess. Okay? Because I have pride in myself and my dark-skinned self, and I take pride in my dark-skinned children. And even if I had a light-skinned child, which I don't, they gonna look good. I got light-skinned nieces and nephews that I help. So again, I help them all. But I know for a fact that dark-skinned children get it the worst. Ain't nobody gonna sit there and tell me, because you lying if you say that what I'm saying is a lie. You're lying, because I've experienced it as a dark-skinned child growing up, and I've seen it, and I don't like it. Makes me very angry when I see parents out here spending money on weed and drinking and dumb shit. Bitch, go get your child haircut. Go take them school shopping. Go do that. You got all the money in the world to be out here spending it on dumb shit. You brought the child into the world. They got to go through this system. They got to go deal with other people. It's your responsibility. And make sure their breath smell good. Make sure their breath. Tell them to blow their breath in their hand. Blow their breath in your face. Make sure their breath smell good. Take them to the dentist. Send them to school with some mints. Send them to school with a toothbrush. Dark skin excellence. It ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't nothing wrong with that. People be hating. People be hating. People be mad. But I ain't mad. Well, Emily Willis, I have made some videos in that respect. I chose to take the route of putting sister locks in my daughter's hair. And I did it myself. Before I sister lock my daughter's hair, the key is to make sure you keep that hair washed and clean and moisturized. Wash, clean, moisturize, and detangle. Wash, clean, moisturize, and detangle. That's really all it is. That's really all it is. Same thing for the boys. And the only difference is some of y'all want to get y'all boys' hair cut. Sister locks are very expensive, but that way back in 2004, Emily Willis is acting nice now. So I'm going to engage with you. You're not saying crazy stuff about having mixed kids and make it easier. Because I ain't finna sit there and do that. I love my dark skin. I always wanted me a dark black baby. I ain't gonna front about that. And I don't care who mad about it. When I was 19 years old, I wanted me a dark black chocolate baby. I sure did. And I ain't gonna make no apologies for wanting that. Now, if God bless me with a brown skin or a lot, I'm gonna love them the same. I'm gonna love them. I'll do anything in the world for them. I ain't gonna take no shit though. When they grow up, I don't take no shit. But I always wanted me a dark black skin baby. I sure did. I'll let the world know that. People could be mad all they want to. Oh, you da-da-da-da. I don't give a damn. I wanted me a black, dark skin, beautiful baby. Because to me, that is black Africanness. Okay, but Emily Willis was asking about the sister locks. Yeah, they're very expensive, but here's how I got around it. Way back in 2004, way back before YouTube and all this stuff, I took the sister lock class in Detroit, Michigan. I'll never forget. I traveled there I told y'all about the Dr. Kumi, the dark-skinned Ghanaian that I was dating when I was in college. Me and him went to Detroit. He went with me, and I took the sister lock class, and I learned how to do it, and I have the tools. And I sat when Lauren was 4 years old, and her dad, he from Jamaica, and he mean well. He just a good dad. I'm not gonna lie. But what I noticed is that when I, had to go to work, and he was taking her to daycare, and he was doing her hair, he didn't know what the hell he was doing. And to me, that was a red flag. I said, "Oh shit, this man is gonna have my daughter going to school getting picked on and talked about because of her hair." I said, let me go ahead and put these pretty sister locks in her hair. And I'm glad. It's the best decision that I ever made. When she was 4 years old, it took me a while to do it, a long time to do it, because she was 4 and you got to give them a ton of breaks. But I did it. I sat her down and I did her sister locks, and everything has been, this girl, her self-esteem is through the roof. And I'm not saying that you have to put sister locks in your child's hair, but I am saying it absolutely has worked for me and my daughter, and she loves it. She loves her sister locks. I myself wore sister locks for years. I've had sister locks from 2000 and what was it? 2000 and I think 2004, because 2004 to about 2010. The only reason I took my sister locks out, because you have to watch out for some of these sister locticians, because they don't listen. They just want to do what they want to do. I told the lady I wanted my locks real small. And what she did was, I guess she wanted to hurry up and get through with them. This was back in like 2004, because she just wanted to get the money, and she didn't care about what I wanted. But one thing about sister locks, when they mature, you're going to see the size will change. And that's what happened. It was too fat. And I don't like big fat sister locks. If I wanted big fat sister locks, I would have just got regular dreadlocks. And so she did them too big. So I ended up cutting them off in 2010 because I was just so frustrated. It wasn't what I wanted. They were pretty, but that ain't what I wanted. I'm the type of person, if this is what I want, this is what I want. And I cut my sister locks off, but I had back in 2004, before Lauren was born in 2012. She wasn't even in existence. I said to myself, if I ever have me a little black little girl, I'm going to put some sister locks in her hair. And I'm so glad I went and learned how to do sister locks, because I didn't have to sit there and pay right now it costs about $1,000 plus to get sister locks. I ain't got to pay that. I just had to sit there and use the sweat equity to sit down and do her hair. And that's exactly what I did. And she hasn't looked back ever since. And she has long, flowing, beautiful sister locks. There's a video on here that y'all can look at where you can see sister lock her hair after she had her hair freshly retightened. I think it was back in April. And you can see like she has not looked back ever since. And I'm very proud of my decision. I'm very happy. But before that, I would always make sure I like them. My mama used to put my hair in big old ponytails. I had a lot of hair on my head when I was growing up. And, you can wash the hair. As long as you wash that hair, moisturize it and condition it, keep it nice and clean, smelling fresh, you good to go. Some of y'all like to braid. I'm not a braider. I don't like to sit down and braid anyone's hair. But what I did do is, before she got sister locks and had loose natural hair, I always kept her hair nice and clean and moisturized and detangled. And I would put two big old pretty ponytails in there. Sometimes I put one big old ponytail, put a little bow across it, and she good to go. Nice, pretty outfit, good to go. That's Black beauty. That's Black beauty. Jaw Existence, you said you didn't have any issues with, let me put your comment on the screen. I'm getting better at putting people comments on the screen. You said you didn't have any issues with lint when she was very small. Yes, I did. And we still battling lint to this day. One of the things I've used is baking soda. I'll wash her hair in baking soda because baking soda does help get the lint out. And one of the things that I also use is, she has a multiple silk bonnets that I bought for her. The rule of thumb is, don't you walk out the door with that bonnet on your hair. To me, that is the utmost disrespect to herself. She cannot walk out the house with a bonnet on her head. I think it's tacky. I don't like it. I think it's trifling. You will never see Rashida Strober or her daughter walk out the door with a bonnet on her head. It's only for inside. And she uses the bonnet to keep the lint out of her hair. It's a silk bonnet and it works like wonders. But she knows that she is not allowed to walk outside with a bonnet. Now, will I let her wear a hijab? The hijab, shout out to my Muslim brothers and sisters. You can wear a hijab. That's fine with me. I've worn hijabs, but we don't do bonnets. We don't do bonnets. We don't do bonnets outside. Absolutely no. That's another form of disrespecting yourself as a dark. You don't have to walk outside. Please tell your dark-skinned daughters, don't walk outside with bonnets. I'm totally against that. It's not cute to me, not on the outside. Okay. But yeah, that kind of helps to control the lint. Does it always control the lint? No. But it does. And that's the thing you got to do if you start out with sister locks or locks, you want to start from the beginning controlling the lint and using like the something to cover the hair. That's the thing I didn't do, because Lauren got her sister locks when she was like 4 years old. I didn't do that. I just put them in there and just let it go. But I've learned over time. And then another thing I've done too is I've dyed her hair. Yes, Jaw Existence, Monique talked about that. They was mad at Monique. I was not mad at Monique. I agree with that. I agree with what she said about that, because I just don't do the bonnet thing. I think it's tacky. But anyway, and not because of other people, it's because it's about me. It's about Rashida Strober. I like to look good for me, not other people. That's very important. People be doing stuff for other people. It's about self-respect. But Lauren got the sister locks in her hair when she was 4 years old. She's now 10. And that girl love her hair, man. I'm telling you, people just be giving her compliments. She done inspired black women to get. I swear to God, like I knew intrinsically. I said, if I put sister locks in her hair, this is going to be an investment of my time, because I ain't had to spend no money. It's just I knew how to do it. I got the tools, and I just sat down and I just did it. Put on movies, popcorn, took multiple breaks. I mean, we did it. We did it, and we're here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6 years later, and I have never regretted it. But yeah, so school is right around the corner, and I just felt compelled to make this video because I've seen a lot of things. I've seen this one time. This was a young lady that came when I worked in the school system, and I never forgot this. She had a whole bunch of kids. She had about 8 kids, and this was elementary school. And, she brought them kids to school, it was just, I understand people might not have money. I get that. I'm not beating people down necessarily for being poor. I am beating your ass down if your ass poor and you poor and you could have prevented it. Your ass could have prevented it. It is your fault. But this lady would bring them children to school smelly, dirty, and I've spent money out of my own pocket before to help kids. So don't come on here and say, well, why I've actually helped. But it's only so much you can do. The parents are supposed to get up off their ass in the morning. If the child is small, you make sure they clean. If the child is big and can dress their stuff, you do the once over. You're supposed to do that. That's your damn responsibility. Don't come throwing everything off on the teacher. What the hell are you supposed to be doing? But some of us want to lay up there and sleep and send the big kids to go and take care of. No, you get your ass up and you supposed to be supervising it. You supposed to be doing the once over. In the morning, I tell y'all my routine. When school time, Lauren got to make sure that bed is made. You got to make the bed. We don't play. You can't have no crust in your eyes. I'm a stickler for that. Your breath cannot be stink. I'm a stickler for that. Your clothes have to look neat. I'm a stickler for that. And I don't do school lunches. I'm traumatized. My children are too good for school lunches. We don't do school lunches. We do vegan lunches over here. Now, I have joint custody with her dad. I can't tell that man what to do because he got joint custody equal with me. But when my daughter is with me, we absolutely do not do school lunches. We don't do cow's milk. We don't eat that food. My child is too good for that, yes. And I'm doing that purposely because she's dark skinned. I will fully admit it. I'm traumatized. She walks with a lunchbox. The lunchbox cannot be dirty. the book bag cannot be dirty. If that book bag get dirty, we're going to get rid of that book bag and we're going to get another one. I don't play. I don't play. My dark-skinned child has to look nice and neat and clean. That is very important to me. And I'm just saying, to the parents of dark-skinned children, this is where I think y'all head needs to be at. Because I promise you, if you have this type of thinking, and if you exercise what I'm saying, I promise you, you're going to make it easier. Hello, Grove the Wizard. You're going to make it easier on your dark-skinned children. I promise you. And then also, as they grow up, you're going to create a sense of pride in them. Like I told you, my son likes to dress nice to this day. He likes to look good. He smells good. And I would like to believe that came from when I used to homeschool him. I used to even teach a course on hygiene. I still got some of the paperwork. I sure did. Because that is just how important it was to me. And that's it, y'all. That's it. I'm going to go ahead and get on up out of here. I know that I have said something that helped somebody today. And I appreciate y'all for taking the time to listen. Make sure y'all like this video. Make sure y'all share. I'm going to ask once again, I have not received no Cash Apps. I would like to receive a Cash App donation, at least one Cash App. I'm monitoring now before I get off of this live. I would like to receive at least one Cash App. Somebody show your appreciation by making a donation. I told y'all I'm knee deep in legal expenses because I've had to fight against darkism here online. Please support. The Cash App is $rashidalala. Any amount you give is highly appreciated. The Cash App is $rashidalala. $rashidalala. I'm putting that in the chat right now. You can also go to my PayPal, which is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Once again, that is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. You can also go to my GoFundMe by Googling Rashida Strober GoFundMe. So my goal before I leave this live is to at least get at least one donation. Can I get at least one donation? I'm dropping the Cash App, the PayPal, and the GoFundMe inside of the chats, and I'm asking someone to make at least one donation. One donation. I don't think that that's too much to ask. At least one donation to the Cash App, the PayPal, or the GoFundMe. If you donate in any amount, I will happily send you an electronic copy of my book, Darkism. I'm sorry, not Darkism, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. But if you make the donation, I would need your email address in order to get the book over to you. So once again, I'm going to put the Cash App on the screen because I prefer Cash App. I cannot tell you which one to donate to. I would be appreciative to whichever one you decide to donate to. But I'm going to go ahead and put that Cash App back up on the screen. My Cash App is $rashidalala. Once again, $rashidalala. Once again, it's $rashidalala. Can I get at least one person before I end this live to go and make a donation to either my Cash App, my GoFundMe, or my PayPal? All of the donation platforms, I'm putting it in the chat right now as we speak. So you can find it. You want to make that donation, you can find the Cash App, the GoFundMe, and the PayPal in the chat to this live. So can I get one person at least? Now, it could be more than one person, but at least one person to go and make a donation. A donation in any amount is, of course, going to be much appreciated. Why am I raising funds? Mainly, I'm raising funds right now to help me pay for all the legal expenses that I have incurred and I keep incurring fighting against darkism online. I was cyber stalked and harassed. It's been going on for the past 2 years. And I've been in the courts fighting back. I've had to hire an attorney. I still have not been able to pay my attorney. Why? Because I have not raised enough funds yet to pay my attorney. And I want to say thank you to each and every single person that has already made a donation. I am like extremely appreciative of all of you. But I still got more funds to raise. So I'm asking somebody today to please go to either my Cash App, my GoFundMe, or my PayPal right now and make a donation. I'm monitoring the Cash App, I'm monitoring the PayPal, and I'm monitoring the GoFundMe right now to see if someone would kindly make a donation. At least one donation. My goal is to get at least one donation before I end this live. Do I have one person out there that can go and make a donation? Come on, y'all. Don't get quiet now. Don't get quiet now. Don't get quiet now. Let's make a donation. Like I said, donations in any amount would be much appreciated. I don't care. $20, $30, $40, $50. Donations in any amount will be much appreciated. The Cash App is on the screen. It's right there. $rashidalala. $rashidalala. Once again, that's $rashidalala. I cannot give up. I have to keep on fighting because I have to pay my legal expenses. So I cannot afford to give up. I cannot afford to give in because I gotta pay my legal expenses. So do I have at least one donor? I'm waiting on y'all. Do I have at least one donor that's watching me right now that can go ahead and make this donation? I'm counting on at least one donor that can make this donation. Y'all just don't know the financial struggle that I have gone through fighting for. Really, what I'm fighting for is the rights of dark-skinned people, because I've got myself into this legal position after coming online doing the dark-skinned activist tour that features my play, my one-woman play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. And in the course of promoting the play is when I encountered all the cyber stalking, the cyber harassment, and the cyber bullying. And I decided that I was not going to take the law into my own hands. I decided that I was not going to fight back doing the same things that the people was doing to me, that the person caused the people to do to me. I didn't do that. I decided that I was going to go to the courts and exercise my constitutional right. And that costs money, unfortunately. So that is why I am constantly raising funds to pay for my legal expenses. So once again, I'm asking for at least one donation before I get up off of here. One donation. The Cash App is $rashidalala, $rashidalala. Once again, $rashidalala. I need one person, at least one person, to please go and make a donation. You can go to my Cash App, my GoFundMe, or my PayPal, whichever platform you prefer. I would greatly appreciate it if you go and you make a donation before I end this live. Can someone please do that? Can someone please go and make a donation right now? Waiting on you guys. I am waiting on you guys to support. I'm going to share my screen. And there's the fundraiser. I must say I'm extremely disappointed in not receiving any donations prior to ending this live stream, but that's okay. I got to get out of here. I'm still going to encourage you to donate. The Cash App is $Rashida Lala, $Rashida Lala, or you can go to my GoFundMe by Googling Rashida Strober GoFundMe. And I want to thank y'all for listening. And make sure you like, share, subscribe, and donate. And I'm going to talk to y'all again soon.